Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and EU4 Common Sense Scotland. So I took a little chunk out of Norway, grabbed Bergen-Schus, and currently are looking at some rather substantial amounts of unrest, which does not make me very happy, for understandable reasons. But in the meantime, yeah, we are painting the map yellow. It's like a little yellow pea stain that's just sort of leaking. Someone should go and clean that up. But yeah, Scotland, we're doing awesome. We're pretty awesome. Scottish are awesome. But this rebellion in Bergen-Schus and Agder kind of worry me a little bit. I have some troops parked here, but I can't imagine they're going to do me all that much good. At least for a little while. We also have a truce expired with England. I imagine we're going to want to declare war on them sometime fairly soon. And, we have a mission for that, yes? Yes. Conquer Lancashire. Lancashire. Again, I think it's supposed to be Lancaster, or based on that. How you actually pronounce it in proper English, I don't know. There's our fleet. So yeah, the question is now really what do I do about these? Do I decide, you know what, it's okay to increase autonomy in these provinces, rush my units over here and start taking on the next chunk of England? Do I do that, or do I just sit tight, wait for the rebellions to fire, and then kill them all? I don't really know. But in the meantime, let's unpause. For at least a little while, we have to let our cores build anyway, don't we? Absolutely we do. We also have more ships being built, so... Hold up. Get... Oh, I built another cog. Oh, they're all cogs. Oh, they're transports. I built transports? When did I build transports? It's been a couple days since I last played. Really? I built transports. Are you serious right now? I built several transports. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just continue to protect the English Channel with that one. Grab these two together, or these five, I should say. There we go. Get them all grouped together into... Well, they're not gonna... Come on, get into a fleet. Oh, wait, you're mothballed. Duh! That's why. Okay. Let's get you guys all grouped up. Bring you back down over here. So now we have 5 transports then. How lovely for me. Let's mothball all of them and save some money. I guess I decided that 3, or I thought I had 4, but I guess now 3 isn't enough to just transport all my units around. I need mobility, man. Mobility is important. Oh no, the English separatists are coming back. How dare you? After all I've done for you? What's the problem? It's mostly overextension. Of course, my legitimacy is an issue, and separatism. I thought you guys had a recent rebellion. That must have just expired, though. Alright, well, it's fine. How much money are we making right now? We're making 7 ducats a month. It's reasonable. It's fairly sizable. I would like this overextension to cease being an issue so that, quite possibly, I could build a fort in Bergen-Schus. Or maybe not in Bergen-Schus. Maybe I should build it in Agder instead. Bergen-Schus, being a coastal center of trade, would probably be better to build a market of some sort instead. So Agder will probably be a better location for a fort. The only reason I'm thinking I want one, well, Bergen-Schus would have been a good prime location to protect both spots, but a fort would be nice. 1, because that reduces the issue with rebels, because they'll have to siege down a province properly, which gives me time to react, and that's good. 2nd, it's just a good location for some defensive territory. Norway eventually is going to want this. If not Norway, then someday Sweden. So I have the money for it, but I guess it could certainly wait. In the meantime, what other things could I build? How are we looking as far as our force limits? We are actually over our naval force limit. Somehow that happened. Not really sure how. Doing fine on our land force limits. What about buildings? Well, I could take some time to build things like, I don't know, a marketplace. For instance, in London, cost 100 ducats, give me a lot more trade power. What about a barracks? Barracks in, Essex will get me an extra 500 manpower. That could be worthwhile. Alternatively, more marketplaces. I don't see anywhere that's especially intriguing for that, so I think I'll pass. Local production? Nothing too exciting. Regimental camp is now available to me, apparently. I can build... No? Yes, I can build to get extra force limit, but I don't feel especially pressing on that right now. You know what? Let's go ahead and build barracks in Essex, and once the building is done in London, we'll build one there too. Get my maximum manpower up. Not only does that increase my maximum manpower, but the more manpower I have, the better my manpower recovery speed is going to be, And I think that is worthwhile. Any more claims we want to fabricate on you, oh jolly old England? Kent? Yes, let's get my claim back on Kent, because I may want to take that in the near future. Definitely going to have to grab this. And you know what? I think it's also about time that we look at annexing Connaught. But I'm probably going to get a mission for that, so if I'm going to annex them, I would rather do it when I have a mission, in which case I kind of want to finish my war up with England first, and then we'll worry about it. Come on, cores, build already. Build, you stupid little cores. I wish there were a way to speed up the rebellion chances a lot more. That would be nice. Because if that could happen, then I could just let these guys fire, deal with them quickly, and then just transport over here and not feel like I have to sit here on my bum. Getting up to 50%, though. The question for me now is, how many provinces are the rebels going to spawn in? If they spawn up in Iceland, that's annoying, because that's a lot of extra work for me. If they spawn here, I'm prepared to deal with them. So if we're getting close, then we'll want to look at upping our maintenance and dealing with them the old-fashioned way. Next idea is available. Trade steering. I could do that. That'd be a way to get me toward... Well, trade steering is nice. Caravan power I don't think really matters at this stage in the game. We are an island, after all. Manpower modifier would be good to work toward. Getting the extra merchant would be nice. Or I could save my points for annexing Connaught. How many would you take? 336 diplomatic power in order to annex Connaught. I think I really want to do that, but... Let's see. It doesn't tell me up front how many per month, how many diplomatic points per month it would use in order to do that. Screw it, I'm going to grab the trade manipulation, and over the course of the next war, I'll generate enough points that I should be able to annex them fairly safely. So let's enjoy some extra trade steering ability. Steering ability? Is that even a word? I don't know. But it'll do fine. Okay. So I was doing a bit of thinking as far as why leaving a merchant in Lubeck is still worth more money, and even though Lubeck only can flow in one direction, I believe having a merchant steering in Lubeck is actually pulling some of the money that would have otherwise stayed in Lubeck into the English Channel. So just the fact that Lubeck is a more valuable node by, well, twice as much as Champagne means that steering money out of it, even though it can only go in one direction, it still means that it's worth a little extra money. Also, Champagne can only flow in one direction. The English Channel trade node is a fantastic trade node. I mean, really, it is just sort of amazing. Alright. Flanders, did you finish up your little war? No, you did not. You are still at war with Burgundy, and Burgundy, it looks like, is going to kick your butt. Oh well. I mean, I technically protected you, but you were the aggressor in this war, so if you lose a little territory and you have to, you know, weaken up so I can vassalize you and then use your claims to start conquering a bunch of the coast, I'll do exactly that. But this was your own darn fault, Flanders. Stupid Flanders. I feel no pity for you. I will, however, improve relations with you. Just a bit. Just a wee little bit. Come on, cores. No rebels. Considering we have a 20% chance to make progress, we've actually been dodging that fairly well. I'm impressed, actually. Hasn't progressed very much at all. It should be going up by 10% every month. At least it has a 1 in 5 chance of doing that, and it hasn't moved for like a year. Fine with me. National Epic. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and legends about Robert the Stuart III. The legend says that in Scotland's darkest hour, he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Wait, what? Do I not currently have Robert? No, I have James III. My mistake. Okay, so this is like what, our second king ever? He will return and deliver it from evil. So Robert Stuart III is the Messiah. Regardless of the truth of that statement, we could use this in our propaganda. Do I gain prestige every year, lose 10 admin power, which isn't much, and a little bit of money, to basically eliminate my prestige decay? Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. That is worth extra trade power and morale of navies and so on. Better relations, my yearly legitimacy goes up, which is kind of important. Or I can lose 5 prestige. You know what, I think this is probably worth it. It's worth it to just basically eliminate my prestige decay. Yeah, we'll gain a whole bunch when we fight England soon. Probably, very soon. Soon and very soon. We are going to kick your butt, England. Almost done with our first round of buildings. Curious how much our trade power will change once I have a marketplace in the English Channel. I currently have 179 trade power, it should go up by like, what, 12? So I should be getting fairly close to 200, about 192-ish, 191. Which it's worth every ducat. Like I said, English Channel, fantastic trade node. And nothing happened. I must not get pop-ups for when I finish buildings anymore. Not that I've really understood how I get my pop-ups to begin with these days. There we go, it's up to 199. We are done with Savoy. That was for a mission a while back, I think, so that's fine. How about we improve relations with somebody? Oh, Flanders, you have done screwed up. Them peasants are gonna go kill you. You done goofed, son. Now Burgundy's actually beating the crap out of you. Just watch. Hanat's gonna end up getting Ghent, and you're not gonna be worth much to me vassalized at all, are you? Well, except for the fact that I can declare wars on your behalf and eventually swallow up Holland and then eventually annex you and get Holland without upsetting the Holy Roman Empire too much. Hopefully. It'll probably upset them a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. How are we looking over here? I don't know. Modern Theologian has died. Do we care? Not really. Not really. We're making a pretty decent amount of points, despite the fact that King James III has no admin skill at all. We are doing fairly well, and he's going to last for a while. He's only 25 years old, which means we should be able to rely on a good number of military and diplomatic power points. I'm already up to 100 since I took that last idea group, so I think we'll be okay. We gained a core province. Good. That's one. One of many out of the way. Which one was that? That was the other half. The other half of Iceland. Treasurer has died. Was he important? Nope. I should get a pop-up if that's the case, but I still feel like checking once in a while. Come on, bring that overextension down. Bring it down. I want to see my unrest lower a lot. Frankly, if I just increased autonomy, I think I could actually eliminate the Norwegian separatists almost entirely. In fact, I know that I could. Would that be worth it? Would it be worth it to actually know for a solid fact that I have nothing to worry about? It might. Ah, man. Let's see what happens once these cores are done and see how much it impacts unrest, but it might actually... They're not very important provinces. I mean, they have reasonable development in comparison to most of Scotland, but not having to worry about these rebellions at all actually could be worthwhile to me. It could. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Improvements in trade technology. Spare no expense. Gain Diplo power at a little bit of inflation. Oh yeah, absolutely we'll do that. 50 Diplo power is absolutely worth it for a teensy bit of inflation. It's not even really a question. Alright. Bergenschus, blah, 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 blah. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to increase autonomy and eliminate the unrest in these provinces. I'm going to... What's the supply limit look like? 23. I'm going to park all my units over here in Sogn. The electors have brought Austria back as the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. No surprise. Accepted culture lost. That's what I was afraid of. Losing Irish is actually a little unfortunate for me. In the meantime, yep, we are actually completely done with Norwegian separatists, so I'm not worried about that at all. So let's go ahead and unmothball the fleet and bring all of our troops back down to Yorkshire, which has a supply limit of 41. I think that's worthwhile for us. Yeah. England, how are you looking? You are allied with Brabant and Friesland, and Cornwall is a vassal now. Wow, you diplo-vassaled him pretty quick. Fascinating. We can invest in the next round of ideas, reducing regiment cost. How are we looking on tech? We're doing fine on tech, so let's actually pick that up. Next round of regiment costs means we actually get a big boost to our manpower modifier. That's awesome. We'll enjoy that next. Alright, and we also have a good number of admin points building up. I could look toward getting the next idea group, or I could save it and start annexing more provinces away from England, which I'm thinking is probably worthwhile. Let's fabricate another claim. Just because I got an extra diplomat doing nothing, we might as well. We really do. Oh, Flanders. Stupid, stupid Flanders. You are going to collapse. How is that going to affect my relationship with you? I don't know. Can't imagine it's a good thing. Very disappointed in you. Very, very disappointed in you, Flanders. But if this weakens you enough to the point where I'll be able to vassalize you properly, I'm okay with that. Hey, look at this! Our merchants are adventuring, we get extra trade range and envoy travel time for the next 10 years. Cool. Does that mean we can do anything over here in the White Sea? Nope, we are still out of range for that. Not that it really needs much steering. As long as I control the North Sea, which I mostly do, then all that money is going to flow into my pocket anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. We're actually steering most of the money that would sit in the North Sea into the English Channel, so it's not that big of a deal anymore. But yeah, hey, never hurts to have that. Never hurts to have those little events. The Norwegian separatists are completely going away, and all I had to do was suffer some increased autonomy, which means basically less taxes, manpower, and other stuff. But it does mean that I don't have to worry about rebellions at all, and I consider that to be fairly worthwhile for small provinces that aren't worth much to me. Alright, let's see. Marketplace. I could get a little extra trade power here, which I think is good. How about a barracks in London for an extra 750 manpower? Yep. Works for me. My units are suffering casualties, you say. Why would they do that? They're just transporting around to my own territory. I wouldn't think that that's a problem. I can build more province improvements, can I? Fine. Taxation. Oh, wow. 0.26 ducats? Oh, yeah, that's probably worth it. Sure. We'll build a temple now in Essex. Fine with me. All right. Unpause. And our whole army has been delivered and wrapped in a nice little bow in Scotland. Alright. Let's park our army down by London. Seems reasonable enough to me. And if I wanted to declare war... Oh, hang on. Our advisor... Again, not an important one. One of the advisors died. Meh, whatever. We could declare war, and once again, France would jump in on our side. So would Friesland and Brabant. France, if I did declare war and brought you in, would you be smart enough to actually take on Brabant this time? I actually don't know if I would want to bring in France, because then they'll probably ask for Gascon, and they would get upset with me when I inevitably don't give it to them. And that actually is worth... As you can see, we fought our last war with England a long time ago, and they still have negative 74 opinion modifiers because of that. If I don't need their help, I don't know if I want to bring France in, to be honest. I'm not sure that actually would be worthwhile to me. Okay, well, we'll see. So the army's in London. The English separatists are now completely gone. You only have 11,000 soldiers, and I didn't see a general. Doesn't mean you won't have one later, but I didn't see one for now. Raise up the army maintenance. We're still making 5 ducats a month. Let's let our morale recharge, and then we will declare another war. Truce will expire with Riga and Norway in 10 years. Meh, none of that matters, and just claims. Okay. How many claims do we have? Oh, wow, a lot. Basically all the claims that we can get. Yeah, okay. Well, we could take a pretty sizable chunk out of England. I know somebody asked, by the way, if we could vassalize them. I don't believe so. Not quite yet. They still have... Yes, it would say the total war score cost for all English provinces is 162%. So I don't think in their current size I can vassalize them quite yet. So we won't worry about that. We won't worry about that at all right now. Last claim is going to be done. That's all well and good. Let's fabricate a claim against Cornwall, get that process going. And in the meantime, I mean, our army's ready. Yeah, let's declare war. We are not going to call in France. I don't think I need their help, and I can call them in later if I need to. I really don't want to give them Gascon. I really would rather not. And our war goal is going to be... Kent, a province that's not affected by the zone of control by the fort. And do they have a new fort in Gloucestershire? They might, because it's their capital, but I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, let's declare the war. Bam. Let's send just one soldier over to Kent. There we go. And let's send the rest of our troops through Wessex. Oh. London. You want to fight in London? It's fine with me. It's farmlands. You'll get no penalties there. Kent is ours. That's the war goal, and that's your army completely stack wiped. Wow! I feel like a jerk. I feel like a total douche to poor England. Oh no! Don't go there, Cornwall. Don't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and split this army and send these guys off to, I guess, marches. We'll go stomp on the Cornwall army. That's out of the picture. And, actually, yeah, let's just... No, hang on. How does this work? There's a button, I think, to deselect some stuff. I've seen other YouTubers do it to far better effect than I can, but... I'm not very good at it, is what it comes down to. So let's take this army and send it down to Gloucestershire. There we go. And it looks like we got into a couple of navy fights. Wessex is now under our control. And that should pretty much round it up. The war with England is basically over before it even began. Wait, France, did you get called in? You shouldn't have. I didn't call you. What are you doing? I thought I didn't call you in. Hang on. Yep. Well, that's weird. I thought I deliberately unchecked the box so that they wouldn't get called in. How did that happen? I'm confused. I am confused and bewildered and upset by this turn of events. Oh, hi, England. You thought you would sneak around. How that guy even got up there, I don't know. But alright. Alright. Well, I think this is going to be a good enough place to end this episode. England should come under full occupation relatively quickly. And then the question will be, how effective is France going to be at actually helping and contributing to this war? If they actually are willing to siege down Brabant and Friesland for me, that's okay with me, I guess. I could give them Gascon, and I may have to. I don't want them to get double stack that penalty of not returning a corps. And if they end up getting me war reparations for fighting these guys, hey, you know what, so much the better, I can actually use that. Alright, well that's going to be enough for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.